Hi folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report. You know, so often we think that all we got to do is have the right lure, go to the right place, and we're going to catch fish. And of all the times when we have a chance to do that, it's probably right now. But let me tell you, don't feel bad if you go and you get skunked. It doesn't matter who you are or where you go. It's possible that on the time that you picked, and wherever you go, the fish may not hit at all. And I can give you an example of this. On a recent report, I told about going down to the Finger Lakes and fishing Cayuga Lake with my buddy for lake trout. And we had a magnificent day where we caught 12 lake trout that day using this technique. And I explained all about it, but that was absolutely fantastic. Well, now the weather's even better. And my friend Russ just went down to the same place because he's a great friend of Dave's too. And he and Dave went out and they fished the whole day over the same water that we caught those 12 fish on, using the same lure and the same technique. And Dave got back to me and he said, we got zero. He says, I did have one strike, but he says, I think Russ really enjoyed looking at the screen and watching what the lake trout do. But my point is that so often we have such high expectations, and it doesn't matter that we live in such a great area. It's still possible to go out and get skunked. That was always part of what fishing was for years, and that's what makes it so special. You don't necessarily catch fish all the time. If you did, honestly, and I've had that happen to me in the Grass River, where I got so good at wading this certain area and using this certain soft plastic bait that every single cast I was getting a fish. Now, they weren't all big, but I was getting a fish. So I was getting a strike, feeling the fish hook up, and then all I had to do was reel it in. So the same, and that wasn't really very challenging. When you expect a strike every time, and you get one every time, and you hook a fish and catch one on every cast. I know a lot of people can't understand when I've told them that's happened, and they don't think that wouldn't be incredible, and I guess it could be. My point is, you're not really failing when you get skunked. You just the fish just didn't decide to play ball with you that day. Remember this, next time you go out, don't catch a fish. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meissner with the North Country Fishing Report.